So today is the day after, and I do feel a lot better. I still feel a little bit bloated, but it's pretty much gone. So like the bloat is pretty much not there. Feeling good. I'm feeling good. Abs are back, but that lower belly, it's a little bit there still. I'm feeling really good. And that's what happens when you have an endo flare. So the day before, I said I wanted to run a 10K, but because of my endo flare after eating the sourdough bread, I wasn't able to. However, because I was feeling much, much better today, having had all the water and being very mindful about my eating, I went on a run for 1 hour, and I got in 9.5 kilometers. And then I ran back home, and it felt really, really good. So here's a recap. Oh, it was a great run. It was a great run. I almost did 10K in an hour. Like, that is my goal, to do 10K in an hour. I decided I would run for duration instead of distance. So I'm trying to get as many kilometers into 1 hour and see how I do. It was a lot of fun because I ran all the way from my house to the beach and then across the beach, what I call this the malecón, but it is like the boardwalk of the beach. And it is beyond beautiful. It's just something that I can't get over, living here and being here. And I'm at the calisthenics park, so there's an outdoor park here. And God, I feel grateful. I feel so grateful to be here. So I'm gonna do a couple pull-ups and just enjoy the calisthenics park for a little bit. And then I'll head home, and I have a couple of calls to do. And seeing the sunset, gosh. It's been a good day, and the fact that I ran 10K, I ran 9.5. So my goal is to improve that and get 10K in an hour. We'll see how that goes. Other than that, I will see you in the next video. So today is day 23. I can't even believe I lost count for a moment. I was doing the body scan today, and I thought to myself, I couldn't remember if it was day 22, 23, 21. It is day 23, and it is Tuesday, November 18th, just to put dates. But I had my endo belly yesterday. I woke up this morning, I still had a little bit of an endo belly, but with all the water that I drank, it's kind of like out of my system. I still feel a little bit bloated, so I've been waiting for this because I was like, I feel pretty good despite everything. And mind you, it is the end of my period. So like officially, I finished my period yesterday or the day before. It depends on, yeah. So just to give that little bump, that bump is kind of gone. Just, can I give you perspective? Like, I feel pretty good. Like, this is pretty normal for me at the moment. The abs are still abbing right there, but this little, yeah, there's a little bit right here still. I don't know if I want to say it's the endo belly still, a little bit of inflammation. And then I have more love handles because I've gained weight. And this is kind of like my check-in for week 4. This is the beginning of week 4. And I am going to be a lot more consistent with my tracking. I already am. I've been tracking everything. And today was just very boring in terms of zucchini and chicken, so that my endometriosis and my flare can go away, and I feel really good. And I went for my 10K run. Well, it was 9.5 because I stopped the timer at 1 hour. I'm gonna do an hour once a week. I'll start easy. Let's ease into the cardio because I haven't been doing much long distance running. So I'll do 1 hour of running every single week. And what's nice is that I actually do it with the Oura Ring. So if you don't know, I do the Oura Ring. I log the workout on the Oura Ring. However, when I put the timer, it just gives me the time. It doesn't tell me how much distance. So when 1 hour was up, I was like, I hope that it's 10K. And it was 9.5. I was like, actually, that's pretty good, considering. But my aim is to get 10K in 60 minutes. So that is going to be like what I work up towards. I'm not going to kill myself because I haven't been running and I don't want to get shin splints. So shin splints are when you make mini fractures in your bones because you start hitting the floor. Many people, when they start running really fast. I like to run fast. I like sprinting. And what happens with long distances is you end up creating tiny mini fractures in your bones, which are called shin splints. And I want to avoid that. I have gotten them before and they are painful, and it means you need to stop running for a couple of months. So I did my 9.5 kilometers today. I also continued running because I still had to come home. And my dog is go to bed. My dog's like, I want to eat. It's time to eat. So I'll eat dinner soon in about an hour. I don't have a watch, but in about an hour. And I'll be chicken with zucchini because I really like this. This feels good to me. Like yesterday was awful. I felt too much. And then today I'm feeling a lot better. So trying to think of anything else that I want to mention to you. No, I'm going to do more cardio this week. My meals are going to be on point. I have been tracking. And my deficit, so with my run today, I'll probably increase calories to 1,500. My maintenance is between 1,800 to 1,900, sometimes 2,000, depending on my training. But for my height, my age, my weight, it is 1,800. And today, I do want to kind of keep it at 1,300. And I want to be a little bit more aggressive this fourth week. This is week 4. And then I am going to extend my cut. I said I'd do 35 days. Let's do the 35 days. And then I'll see. There's no point in looking too much ahead. I'll do the 35 days. 35 days is a little bit longer than 4 weeks. So this week 4, I am doing between 1,300 and 1,500. Because I ran today, I am going to give myself extra fuel. And I don't want to lose too much muscle, but I wouldn't mind it. And I'm going to repeat that a couple of times because I do think that that's important. Most people, they do a cut and they try to lean down without losing muscle. I feel like I have enough muscle tone where I wouldn't mind losing a little bit, and I don't mind losing a little bit of strength either, especially because I do want to increase my running endurance. So that is my focal point for the rest of this cut or this fat loss phase. I am keeping my protein high because during a fat loss phase, you want to make sure that you're burning more fat than muscle. I'm not here just to lose muscle. I want to lose fat. That is my main goal. If I lose a little bit of muscle, I'm not devastated. And I am keeping protein high at 120 to 130 grams. I do weigh today I weighed in at 61.8, I believe, or 60, almost 62. So I'm at that range. That is kind of my baseline. And I'm excited. I really am. I know by tracking my meals more consistently and actually weighing everything, weighing is the key to ensuring that you are having a calorie deficit. If you do not weigh and you don't track the bites, everything that goes into my mouth is going into the app. And I use my own app that I use for my clients, and that's where I put all my food. And I ensure that I have that calorie deficit so that tomorrow and the next day and the following day, that scale continues to either stay at the same weight or it drops. So this week, I do expect it to drop a little bit more, and possibly there could be, so it's not ever a plateau. I want to be very clear here. When you lose fat, sometimes your body doesn't catch up. It retains water. So you're losing fat, but it retains water just in case you decide to gain the fat back. And there's a really cool picture that I'm going to put here. This is kind of the fat loss phase and what kind of happens. Your body can go in quotes, I'm putting air quotes, a plateau where it doesn't lose the weight, but you are losing fat. And then you just literally retain more water because your body feels like it's losing fat and it doesn't like it. It doesn't want to change. Your body always tries to stay at a constant homeostasis. It doesn't like change. Your body does not how do you call it? Encourage change. It wants you to stay at the same physique all the time. It likes comfort. You, doing a fat loss phase, are increasing the discomfort. And so what ends up happening is you retain more water. And then until your body's like, okay, we're not gaining this fat back, this fat loss is lost, it is gone, then that's when you see this giant drop in your weight and you're like, oh. So I do expect my weight to either stay constant or drop. But it's not going to go up, especially because I'm tracking. Because I'm tracking and I'm being a lot more disciplined and consistent, there should not be an increase this week at all. I'm excited. So that's for day 22. Catch you in the next one.